What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your adorable woman, Aries Adora, and this is Adorable Woman TV, where we inspire great affection towards women all over the world. If you haven't already done so, make sure you like, subscribe, and tap my bell because I don't want you to miss a beat. All right, let's go.
Stop me now, won't stop me now.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're gonna do something a little bit different. I am literally in a cooking mood. So I was like, why not do a show and cook? It's a lot of talk right now about this whole coronavirus thing, and people are scared, you know what I'm saying? Things are kind of crazy out there. But when it gets like this and you know that there's something that's going around, there's a certain way that I like to eat. So there's a couple things that I want to talk about today. People ask me, how do I keep myself in shape? And since I'm gonna address that, I might as well also address this whole coronavirus issue since it's such a hot topic. I'll be honest, I am not a gym rat. I should be, especially with everything that I do, being a recorded artist and always being on stage and everything like that. It's something that I need to do, but honestly, I'm not a gym rat. But one thing that I do is I watch what I eat, so that even when I'm not in a position or I don't have the opportunity to go to the gym, or I'm just tired and I don't feel like working out, at least I know that the things that I'm putting in my body are not working against me and it's actually working for me. So my whole philosophy is, if you don't put anything into the body that's going to cause the fat to pack on to begin with, you'll be fine. To me, that's pretty self-explanatory, but food is addictive, man. It's something that's very difficult to shake, and that's because it's packed with so many addicting ingredients and drugs and stuff like that. Those chemicals, they cause us to become addicted to them, and it becomes very, very difficult to shake. Real quick, I'm gonna talk about what I'm gonna prepare. Again, when I know that there's something circulating to try to keep myself up, what I do is I go hard on fruits and vegetables, and I lower my intake of meats. So what I'm preparing right now is literally a meal of all sides. When I was a little girl and we would have Thanksgiving dinners or whatever, Christmas dinners or whatever the holiday season was and my family was cooking, I actually never really ate the meat. I would avoid the turkey. I would avoid the pot roast or the roast or whatever the beef is that they had, and I would absolutely eat the chitlins though. I'm being honest, yes, I did eat chitlins when I was a little girl. I don't eat it no more. I do not eat pork, but I would tear up some chitlins. I'm not even gonna lie, with a little hot sauce. Oh yes, I would smash them, but not anymore. Ew, chitlins are gross. But anyway, I would find that I would eat all the sides. So I would eat the dressing, I would eat the salads, whatever the salads were. So if we have potato salad, if we have pasta salad, I definitely would eat that. I would eat the cabbage, I would eat the greens, the cornbread, and the macaroni and cheese, and I would be fine with all of that. Like, I honestly did not need any meat. And so now that I'm older and I'm more conscious, so I don't call myself a vegan, I don't really call myself a pescatarian or anything, because again, sometimes I will throw in a little bit of meat when I'm ready. I call myself a conscious eater. So now that I am a conscious eater, I literally am okay with eating a meal of all sides. So what is this meal gonna consist of? Sweet potatoes. I like sweet potatoes, and the way my mother made them a certain way, and I actually developed my own way of making them so that it's actually healthier. So we're gonna do sweet potatoes, and I know a lot of people, when they make their sweet potatoes, they use sugar. I don't anymore. I stopped using sugar a few years ago. What I used to sweeten my sweet potatoes with is organic maple syrup. I'm sorry, y'all, it's disgusting because I use it and it's just like, yeah, it's stuff is, the syrup is falling down the sides of it. But that's what I use to sweeten it, and honestly, it tastes really, really good. So I use a little bit of vegan butter, I use some cinnamon, nutmeg, and I go ahead and let it cook down in the syrup, and it's just fine because sugar, all it's gonna do is break down into a syrup anyway. So you kind of save yourself a step, and you're doing it in a more healthier way. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some sweet potatoes. We're gonna do some cabbage. I always do an organic head of cabbage. Anything that comes out of the ground or is close to the ground, I like to have it organic. So potatoes, I love to have them organic. Cabbage greens, organic. Even my peppers, like I really love for my peppers to be organic. So we're gonna do some cabbage. Well, the peppers and the onion is for the cabbage as well. That's pretty much all I'm gonna do. I'm keeping it simple for myself tonight. And then organic asparagus. I really, really, really love asparagus. And so we're gonna basically saute a little bit of that. We're gonna season it very simply, and we're gonna be good to go. I'm also gonna do some pinto beans and brown rice. I love brown rice. I stopped eating white rice too. But I'm just gonna do a can of organic pinto beans, and the reason is because I just honestly do not feel like cooking. Cooking beans the real way. To me, that takes slow cooker, you know, that takes a few hours. And so since I don't have the time to do that, I just literally grabbed a can of pinto beans. So yeah, what I'm gonna do real quick is let me wash this asparagus before I forget, and then I'm gonna come back to cut my peppers. All right, so my asparagus is washed, my peppers are already washed, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cut them up. Okay, so I went ahead and I cut up the cabbage, and I rinsed it off camera, and I cut up my sweet potatoes off camera as well, and this is how I sliced them up. First of all, I hate peeling sweet potatoes, and I could not find my potato peeler for nothing. So I'm pissed about that I had to sit there and peel them. I used to have to do that when I was a little girl for my aunt, and I could not stand it. And I took off them damn heels because I'm at home and I don't feel like wearing them anymore. If you can't see me, oh well. So anyway, back to the subject at hand. I choose to eat mainly vegan when there's something going around, because fruits and vegetables do not feed pathogens. So it's better to just make sure that you're pumping your body with a lot of vitamins and minerals, and those really only come from fruits and vegetables, not meat. Another thing that I do is I pump myself with zinc, but this is something that I do year around because you want to build up your zinc reserve. One of the reasons that we're all getting so sick is because we are zinc deficient. There's a specific brand that I like, and it's Vimergy Zinc. This is my second bottle. I haven't gotten to it yet, but this is my first, and it's almost done. And so I take 2 pumps of these every single day, and I heard about this through the medical medium. He recommends doing something called a zinc shock therapy. Basically, if you feel like you're coming down with something, you do about 4 pumps of these in the throat, and you let it sit, and then you wait like an hour and you take some more, like you take another 2 pumps. But follow him so that you can get the exact directions on how to take the zinc, because he does it a specific way. It's the same thing as like Zicam. So a lot of people say, oh yeah, Zicam works. Zicam works because it has zinc in it, but this is like pure zinc. But this is zinc sulfate. It goes directly into the bloodstream, and there are no other ingredients other than glycerin and purified water. Zinc tends to be hard on the taste buds. So what I like about this is the glycerin sweetens it and makes it a little more palatable. So if you travel a lot, if you have kids, I strongly recommend keeping this on you. Take it year round, build up your zinc reserve, because we're all zinc deficient. The food does not have enough zinc in it. That's why the minute you do feel something coming on and you take a Zicam, you're like, oh, okay, it works. The instructions on that product says for you to take it as soon as you get a symptom or a sign that an illness is trying to come on. It's the same thing with this. With the zinc shock therapy, it'll knock it right out. So if you're worried about coronavirus, if you're worried about the flu, get your zinc reserves up. Give it to your kids, give it to your family. So now, back to my food. We got everything cut up finally, which is the part that I hate. I should have had somebody else prepping it for me. I am not going to show you me putting the food in the pot. I'm not gonna do that. But I will show you how it looks in the pot as it's cooking and once it's done, all right? Hey y'all, so I told y'all that I was not gonna film me actually putting the food in the pot, but I am gonna show you what it looks like and tell you what I did to it. Please excuse the background noise because my stove turned itself on because it's hot. All right, so here's the cabbage. And I basically sauteed the vegetables first, the green peppers and the onions, and I put smoked paprika in it. See, a lot of us are used to putting smoked meat in our cabbage, and so since I'm not using any meat in this dish, I just use smoked paprika. I use some garlic powder, onion powder, a little shesheri. I don't know, other people pronounce it shesheri, I don't know. But a little bit of shesheri, a little bit of seasoned salt. And I just made it look, I just made it taste real good. All right, so that's cooking down. I do not add water to my cabbage because cabbage makes its own water. It's not necessary if you're cooking it the right way. My sweet potatoes, y'all, oh my God, yes. I am like really excited about this. Like y'all just do not know. So I'm gonna let this cook down though until it gets soft. And see, it's already a syrup. The sugar is not necessary because the minute you put it in, it's already in the syrup. And so all it has to do is cook down. So we're good on that. Next, we have my asparagus. This is gonna be the first thing to actually get done. Ooh, sorry y'all, hold on. There we go. This is gonna be the first dish to get done. Asparagus does not take that long. I like for my asparagus to be firm, so this isn't gonna cook that long, but it's very simple. Garlic powder, pepper, and a little bit of salt. And so that's all I did. Now I got my little bit of beans there. It's not homemade, so I'm not even gonna brag on that. Yes, it is delicious. This is literally a soul food vegan meal. And as you can see, it is a full plate and it is actually very filling. So ladies, gentlemen, whoever you got, your man is vegan but he likes to eat and he wants to eat good. This is definitely a meal that I strongly recommend because it's gonna be flavorful, it's gonna be good, it's gonna be healthy, and it's gonna be vegan. So let me tell you what I got. Organic pinto beans and brown rice. My sweet potatoes, which is like my favorite. I literally used organic maple syrup, vegan butter, vanilla extract, cinnamon and nutmeg. Asparagus, that's the other side that I have over here. And now for the main attraction, cabbage. I love me some cabbage. My cabbage is organic and it is good, okay? So to give my food that smoky flavor, I use smoked paprika. And it's gonna replace that smoked meat flavor. I don't use liquid smoke anymore. I used to, but I don't know what that is. I try to stay away from foods that have natural flavorings in it or something like, I mean, it's not natural, so I don't really know what it is, so I just avoid it. But smoked paprika is a wonderful substitute. It'll give you just enough smoky flavor so that you can enjoy your meal. And this is fat. I'm not gonna lie. It's fire, y'all. It's so good. As a matter of fact, let me taste it right now. Hold on. I never eat with you guys, so let me see. My sweet potatoes, hold on. It is good. It is really good. I might as well just go around the plate and just like, baby, trust me, you want this. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, that's it, y'all. This is Cooking with Aries Adora. I really hope that y'all enjoyed watching me do a little something, and I hope that this made you want to go and cook the same thing. So be mindful of your oils, be mindful of your ingredients, try to avoid MSG. The only oils that I usually cook with is avocado oil or grapeseed or coconut oil, because those are the safest ones to cook with. All right, y'all, hopefully you got something from this that you can take away and utilize. Love you much. Until next time, I'm out. I'm about to smash. Bye.